Hello, everybody, and welcome. Today is the 22nd day of January, 2026, and here I go again. I'm here at the Andree Clark Wildlife Refuge. It's basically a lagoon, a bird sanctuary, if you will. I'm seeing a number of ducks over on this side, and what looks like some kind of a dock or something over there with some people. I didn't know you could walk along that side of the sanctuary, but there are people over there, and that's not the only little dock thing that I saw. But look at these ducks. They're kind of cool. I like the white on them. And they're dunking their heads. Maybe there's some food under there. You never know what they're doing. You never know what they're doing under there. Eating, I suspect. So what we're seeing here is a passageway that they put under the road that solved a problem that was, at the time, 90 years old. People had been complaining about the smell in here for 90 years. So what was happening is they blocked off the connection to the ocean to put in this road here. And when they did that, the water inside the lagoon would become stagnant from time to time. And it would smell up the whole area. And people complained, but they did nothing about it for 90 years. So now it has a connection with the ocean again, which means that during heavy rains, water can flow out, the tides can come in and keep it nice and fresh all the time. So they said that it may not solve it completely, but at least it would reduce the occurrences and also reduce the duration of the occurrences. I think I remember it smelling as when I was a kid, but I haven't noticed it recently. So they may have solved the problem with a little natural cure. Just reconnecting this to that ocean out there is really all they did. It's all they had to do. Always loved coming here to the zoo right across the way. Not just as a kid, but with my kids. We used to go there a lot. We had a season pass for a while. In fact, I still have the license plate frame on my one of my Land Rovers that says member Santa Barbara Zoo. And we used to go to I think they called it the Boo at the zoo. It was a Halloween thing. And take the kids. It was mostly a kids thing. It's kind of a small zoo. And they have a little train that runs around, the perimeter, which is kind of fun. I'd like to go there. I keep telling my wife whenever she's looking for something to do, I'm like, let's go to the Santa Barbara Zoo and ride the train and stuff. She's like, no, that's what we used to do, with the kids and stuff. So I don't know. Maybe it's a childish thing to do. I don't know. I would like it. One time we were there at the Boo at the zoo, and I took a picture of my wife next to the stroller with my younger daughter in the stroller. And I didn't think anything of it. I just snapped the picture. And then when we got the picture printed, right behind my wife, pushing a stroller, was Kevin Costner. And at the time, I didn't notice it, but the picture froze that moment forever. So this is a nice big lagoon here. I mean, look at it. Look at it. I think the whole property is like close to 50 acres, what they say. And then the lagoon itself takes up about 30 acres of that. Just pure natural water for the birds. This looks like a very froggy place, if you ask me. I suppose if we were in Florida, this might be something you would really want to avoid. just for the fact that there might be gators down there. But not here. Not in Southern California. I just stopped off at my favorite place in the area for a latte. Janine's American Bakery right here in Montecito, California. Although technically I believe I'm in Santa Barbara now. I am going to put my sunglasses on. It's a little bright out here. So today is the 22nd, and it has now been 1 month since the passing of one of our heroes, Adam the Woo. Someone that a lot of people really loved and felt like he was a friend, even though we never met him. And I'm in the same boat. I started watching Adam in the very earliest of days, mostly because I was following Justin over there at Randomland. And I remember when he started the Daily Woo, and I've been watching him ever since. And it's very sad to see him go. It has been a month now. And he was a giant in the daily vlogging space, if you will. And I just loved how he kind of went around and just documented the simple things, you know, in his daily vlog. Obviously, he had some very involved videos that he did, you know, with the abandoned places and the amusement parks and all that stuff. And I always loved the stuff with him and Justin at Disneyland. Those are some of the best. So my journey, just kind of by coincidence, coincides with the loss of Adam. I wasn't thinking of doing daily vlogs when I started my first channel just back in August. And I wasn't even thinking about it when Adam passed. It wasn't a thing. It was just the fact that I had like a lot more stuff that I wanted to show and that I wanted to say than would really fit in the space of my first channel, Jungle Land 805, which is mostly just tropical plants, tropical style gardens, palms, bromeliads, things like that. Most of my week doesn't consist of that because I'm like everywhere. I go all over the place, California and beyond. And I want to document those kinds of things too. I mean, I always thought Adam was doing something cool with his channel. And so what happened was the success of my other channel started getting me excited about YouTube in general. And I thought, you know, I can expand this because just sticking to tropical plants and gardens isn't going to be enough for everything that I want to show. So I got the new computer, and if you've been watching my daily vlogs, you'll know I did a talk on that. But basically what happened was I got that new computer through someone at work, and it wasn't like they gave me a computer. I was able to order the new computer and get paid back for it. And I wasn't even thinking about a new computer at the time. But once I got that new computer and saw how fast it was, I'm like, I can do another channel. Like, I can edit so much faster now. Another channel is not going to be a hard thing, although try doing a daily vlog. You will change your mind on about day 20. So it just kind of coincided with the timing of Adam's passing, and it changed not just the fact that I'm able to express so much more now because of this channel is more expanded, like it doesn't have a tropical gardening limitation to it whatsoever. Not only did it change in that respect, but it changed a big habit that I had gotten into. And I've explained this before too on previous vlogs, but I was seriously, no joke, putting away half a bottle of rum a day. So usually like, from the time I start cooking in the evening, because I love to cook or grill. Those are my big things. From that time, starting like, dinner time, all the way through to when I went to bed. And it was pretty consistent for about 3 years. Half a bottle of rum, just gone every day. And so I didn't have, for one, the time to sit around and do that when I'm doing these vlogs. The rum just got pushed off to the side is what happened. I didn't stop drinking rum for the purpose of not drinking it anymore, or alcohol in general. I like tequila too, but that wasn't the thrust behind what happened in my life. It was just a side effect of it. I don't know what effects drinking that much rum has on you, but apparently it's not a lot. I mean, maybe in the moment it is, right? You're not going to go drive, or you're not going to fly a plane, or you're not going to maybe try to do something else that's going to require a little bit of focus. But I just mean in general, like overall, like when you don't have it for a week or 3 weeks or a month, do you feel any different? Has anything physiologically changed? And I would have to say no. In my experience so far, after the 27th of December, 27th, I'm pretty sure, yeah, 27th of December, like a week later, I think I had one margarita while we were out at dinner. But since then, absolutely nothing. No rum, no wine, no margaritas, nothing out. And I've thought about it, but then now when I think about it, I just think I get this tired feeling, and I'm like, nope, not gonna do it. I need to be awake for editing. So all of that kind of came about the same time that Adam passed away, which is why now I'm doing daily vlogs. If Adam hadn't passed away, I would still be doing the daily vlogs. It wasn't my reason for getting into it, but I just always enjoyed watching his stuff. Thought it was really cool, and it's the nostalgia part of it. Justin's been getting out and about since leaving Florida after Adam's. I am going to put these back on. After the memorial service for Adam the Woo. And he did bring up a very important point, I think, that works for me. And I've expressed this even before he said it, is that it's the whole nostalgia part of it. Even though it wasn't that long ago, I love going back and watching those old videos from Justin at Disneyland, at Adam, especially when they were together. And I don't know, I just get that. I'm a very nostalgic person, I guess. That's why I love Carousel of Progress so much. I wish we had it back here on the West Coast, but I just think it's so cool because then, I don't know, even stuff that's made today, you go back in 10, 15 years and it's going to show a little different slice of life. And I love that aspect of it. Plus, we can go to other places, if we're exploring, and go look at something that shows another slice of life, So like they say in Indiana Jones, right? Bury a useless trinket for 1,000 years and it becomes priceless. So the videos, they might seem a little mundane, What's the guy doing? He's getting coffee again. Oh my God, he got coffee again. He's sitting in a different place, or he's walking in a different place. But you take that video and you bury it for 10 years or 20 years, and it becomes, something interesting to look at. Hopefully this is interesting to look at. I've always liked looking at it when we've driven by here or gone to the zoo. Justin getting back out there again, great thing. He went and visited Tyler Evans, which is cool. I love that little museum they went to, the Bigfoot. I think it looks really cool. I don't know, it just kind of looks like some kind of outpost or something. And I always love that kind of thing. Tyler, I know you and I used to get into it online so much, so much that we may have, or I don't do that, but I may have been blocked from you, Tyler, at one point. But I hope everything works out with the whole kidney thing. I had no idea, actually, what was going on with you. But I do hope, of course, everything gets better. And haven't heard or seen anything from Jeff. Him and I also, it's so funny. Jeff Heimbuch and Tyler Evans, two of the guys that appeared a lot in the early videos. We used to mix it up online pretty fiercely, I'll have to say. And I just checked in on Jeff. He's still out there doing his thing. I'm very happy for him. I never had any problem, talking the way that we did to each other. To me, it was just, good discussion, whatever. But I hope the best for everybody, seriously. And sad to see Adam go. It's been a month now, and I haven't really brought it up on this channel just because, I didn't know him. If I had known him, sure, maybe I would have had a lot more to say. But I just want to say, rest in peace, brother. And we'll always have the videos, too, to go back and watch and enjoy and remember. And we will. Okay, that's what I wanted to say today in the memory of Adam and the power, if you will, not of the cobra, although the power of the cobra is real. The power of these videos, aging the way that they do, and them being something to look back on. And like Adam said, they'll always be there. They'll always be there long after we're gone. As the ducks are coming on to this side of the lagoon now. Thank you for spending your time with me. I hope you enjoyed this video. And I will see you again tomorrow. And until then, take care. And Adam, the Woo, rest in peace. Thank you for everything you left for us. And in honor of Adam the Woo, the vlog is over.